What's up, guys? It's Hata7 RCT Gaming, bringing you another video for you guys. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Today I'm going to be doing a little follow-up to a collection that I put out about flight games and space sims and stuff of that nature for Core. Now, one of the buddies from the Discord's MikeyB, who you guys know that I cover a whole bunch of stuff that he does for the community. He was so kind enough to provide a 10 game pack add-on to this collection, which is awesome. It did not go out of my radar, so to speak, Mikey. So as soon as you said that you put that out, I went ahead and added it to my own collection, and now of course the game count in that collection goes up to 70. I added extra one, which is Ace Combat 7, but that's on my side. You can add whatever games you want, you know, flight games that you want to that collection. I'm just putting it out there so there's, you know, a genre or the flight genre at least is represented on that side. Without further ado, let's go into that. I'm going to show several, not all of them. The pack contains 10 games, different types of games. There's even sort of like a ship racing game among those, and yeah, you're gonna see right now how cool this pack really is. Let's go into Core. Of course, once in the build, press B to bring up the sub menu and go into the star, which is the collection, at least in this case, which, you know, I'm using Titan. Once you're inside the collections, you just scroll left. At least in my build, it shows up by scrolling left, and you're gonna find it right there, the flight space sim games. Once you go in, I'm gonna try and show a few of them because they're completely mixed here with the ones that I did in the first one. But one of the new ones that come with the pack is this one, Ace Combat Assault Horizon. That's the first one I'm gonna try out for you guys, and if you keep scrolling, there's a few more, 10 in total. Now this is the other one that I'm gonna be showing you guys. Pretty awesome flight game. It feels more arcadey in nature, but it's pretty cool. If you keep going, you have this one right here, Heliborn. You have Enhanced Edition, Sturmovik, which is a classic flight series on PC. You have Police Helicopter Simulator, among others. So there's 10 in total. You just go through them. If you keep moving through the collection here, you also see Takeoff Flight Simulator. These are the type of games that usually come with a profile already set up if you get one of these flight sticks like the HOTAS one. However, in many of these games, you need to set each one of the mechanics, you know, one by one in game in order for it to work. Now, that's something that I didn't clearly express it on the first video that I did. But in the case of arcade, that's easy enough because you go into MAME, you know, hitting tab, and you just configure the controls to your flight stick, no problem whatsoever. However, in the case of games, let's say that uses RetroArch, you need to go inside RetroArch, go and do preferably per game configurations that you can set up the controller to your liking, and that at the same time it doesn't mess up your other controls. If it's something like, let's say it's not RetroArch and you have like a PlayStation 2 emulator or a Dolphin emulator or something like that, then you need to go into that emulator independently, set up the controls for that game that you want to add, and then you'll have it the way you want to. And that way you don't get confused or get something not working the way that you really want to. So that said, and that out of the way, let's go into the first one, the Ace Combat Assault Horizon. Now, this is a game that I haven't played because the last time I remember playing it was on the 3DS. That a version of this game came out for, and yeah, it's been a while. I never played it, at least this version, with a flight stick, so it's gonna be interesting.
Right where I want you.
There we go, dogfight.
Down.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Colonel.
That was fun.
I still see targets, Colonel.
Got it.
Pretty awesome.
Second flight abandoned. Approaching from the south.
I have them on radar.
Take them out.
Freaking tutorials are too much. Come on, I want the one that I was targeting. There you go.
Where the hell is Tiger? By the time they get here, we'll have hosed the whole crowd. Bandits ahead. We're closing. Tiger 3 is hit. We have 2 airmen down. Magic, we need SAR. Damn it. You're not getting away. I've got your back.
Gotta be extremely careful with these. Okay. Okay. No. Alright, let's try the next one. Alright, so the next one here, which is a bit more arcadey, even though Ace Combat, of course, is an arcadey type of game, because even though you have complete control with, you know, thrusters and flight stick and all that stuff, it is kind of arcadey when you come down to it. This one goes a bit more retro, using older planes. Even the aesthetics of the graphics and stuff has that old film effect, as you can see in the background, because of course it is kind of placed in that era where you get like real dogfights with actual planes and not jets. Now this one I have loosely set up already. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start a single player and just do a dogfight here. I don't know how complex the campaign might be, and I don't want to take too long. As you can see here, I have the D-pad functions on the button here on top. There's a little joystick control here for this flight stick. I'm gonna pick the Spitfire and use the skin Tropical Disco. For the enemy type, let's pick this Japanese one. And where should we go? Let's go to Yunnan Providence. And go ahead. This will give you a chance to actually like dogfight with several planes before taking up the campaign, so you get the practice in. There's something that I'm going to spend some time before going into the actual campaign, just to get a feel for it. Everything is working here as it should. A lot of pinpoint control, but it has some arcadey stuff as well, because it has a nice cool slow motion effect when you're up close and personal. And they are ganging up on me, so I better get one of these suckers before I end up crashing. Alright, let's move around. Slow down a bit. Whoa! And the slow motion. That's a nice little effect that you can activate. It has a meter. Like when you have them in your sights, you can activate it. That one is a bit too far. Ooh, oh yeah. So it's 3 against 1. And they all have health meters. It's a bit tricky. Let's get out of here. Oh. Yeah, gotta get out of here. And quick. Come on. There you go. There it is. That was a little too close to comfort. There we go. Ooh, I got this one good. Took a good chunk off of this one. Come on. Whoa. Alright, let's get out. This one is a little too far off. I should have decided to go after one specific one instead of trying to get all three. But it is what it is. This one is almost dead. Let's see if I can go after this one. Just don't want to go down. Alright. No, you won't. This is the one. Alright, time for you to go. Yep.
He's going to have a rough landing.
Let's get the other one. Ooh, I got you good, didn't I? Do the same for this one. You're done. So I got the second one, and now it's time to finish this sucker off. Ooh, beautiful. So that's that, guys. This is just a small component of this game because it's just a dogfight section and you can customize it and try like the planes and stuff that you want to fight. It's not as quick as, let's say, a shoot 'em up where you just rack up the points killing very easily. There's a little method to it, but it's pretty fun and it feels at least pretty accurate when it comes to the controls and stuff, but it's still arcadey. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Be sure to check them out. Once again, thanks MikeyB for taking the time to add these, as now I'm gonna have even more fun with the flight stick here. That's without counting games like this one right here, Ace Combat 7, which I'm gonna be also trying to get some time off to play as well, because these are really cool. And I haven't even factored in Star Citizen and some other flight games like Elite Dangerous, which are amazing games that, you know, come to life with control like this. But given the confines of the build and the stuff that we have available, I would say this is a pretty fun pack for those who are interested in becoming, I don't know, wannabe pilots, so to speak, and have fun with that. So thanks again, MikeyB, and thanks again, you guys, for basically listening or watching me do these.